Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Fish, and today I'm gonna bring you along while I pick out my magical readathon TBR. So usually what I do is I normally just do this process by myself, and then in the beginning of the month when I do my TBR videos, I give you a TBR. But I thought it'd be fun to pick out the TBR together because I don't know about you, but my favorite thing about readathons is watching the announcement, finding out the prompts, and then building your TBR. And I thought I'd make a video out of this process because I think it's so fun and I hope it's fun watching it. So let's talk about the Magical Readathon and what it is if you don't know about it. So Magical Readathon was created by G from Book Roast. It's basically a D&D slash RPG readathon where you read books to build up your character, their callings, their weapons, like literally whatever the storyline is that G makes up. First of all, so creative. Love the world. And then we have this readathon twice a year, and then we also have a year-long readathon as well. It's complicated, but I will link the beginner's guide to Magical Readathon down below if you want to check it out. Honestly, you can just start now or literally whenever. Like, make up your character and then you're good to go. I've been participating this readathon for years. It is the favorite readathon I like to participate in, and G just posted her recent announcement for the spring equinox 2025, and I am so excited. So I haven't watched the video. If you want to participate and you haven't watched the video, I'll go watch it, you go watch it, and then we'll reconvene back and then discuss our TBR. Okay.
Why, hello. Welcome back to another semester at the William with exam qualifications. Dragons.
Okay, so I watched the video, and as you saw from the B-roll, we have a couple of new calling slash careers, and then we also have the new addition of dragons. So exciting. I also forgot to mention, like, this readathon is basically focusing your character finding their calling slash career, and the two readathons a year is basically a semester in this university. So the spring equinox is just a semester in spring, and then the autumn equinox is just a semester in autumn. So in the spring equinox, when you choose your calling, you have a set of classes, and the way you pass your class is basically you read a book for each class, which is a prompt associated with it. And in the autumn semester, you have to get a specific grade. So that one is a bit more difficult than the spring. But the spring is kind of like easing you into it. So I have been doing it for 4 years. So according to G, I'm doing my master's degree right now because I haven't switched my callings, which is great. So I just downloaded everything from the G drive and I'm going to load it onto my iPad. This is how I built my readathon TBR. I have a little book journal on my GoodNotes, and then I put everything into that journal and then I start planning. So let me do that. But before that, I wanted to say what my calling was. So I have been doing the healer calling for the last 4 years. However, last year in 2024, I added a second calling called Beastmaster. So I'm in my 4th year of my healer calling and my 2nd year of Beastmaster. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to pick again those two callings. So let's load it onto my journal. Okay, so as you can see, I have put my callings in my journal and then also the syllabus as well. So let's look at healer. In the spring equinox section, we have elemental studies, alchemy, inscription, and restoration for healer. And then if we have a look at Beastmaster, our spring equinox section, we have elemental studies, animal studies, alchemy, restoration, and lore. So that's the reason why I picked healer and Beastmaster, because the classes overlap, so I don't have to add a lot more books to my TBR. So I'm going to highlight the overlapping studies between the two callings. So we have elemental studies for both, and then we have alchemy in both, and then we have restoration in both. So altogether we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6 prompts, so therefore it'll be 6 books for the month of April, and I'm fine with that. That's like a good number because I don't read that much in a month, even though I'm trying, but 6 books is doable. So I also added dragon riding license into this because I kind of want to have one and I think it's fun for my character. So the requirements is to read 2 books with dragons and watch a movie or show with a dragon. And I think I can do that. Read 2 books with dragons. I think I have 1 book for it for sure. We have to find the other one. Watch a movie or show with a dragon, easy, because I still need to watch House of the Dragon season 2 and I haven't done it. I know it is literally plaguing me that I have to. Even my colleague has been hounding me to read it. No, watch it. So I will be watching it in April instead of this week. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a little spread to write down all the possibilities for each prompt. I don't like to put 1 book for each prompt because I feel like for me it's too restrictive. I would like to have a pile of possibilities for each prompt so that when the mood strikes, when I come to that prompt, I want to see what my mood is and then I can pick a book. So let me do the spread and then we'll go through each prompt and pick a pile of possibilities. All right, now that that little spread has been done, I basically just copied and pasted from my other spread because it's nicer. So let's look at my healer calling first. The first one is elemental studies for both Beastmaster and healer. And for the prompt for elemental studies is fruits, and it'll be fruit on the cover. All right, this is not ideal, but we will deal with it. I feel like fruit on the cover is going to be a bit difficult, but we can have a look and see what the options are. Straight out the jump, there is an Elizabeth Acevedo book. With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo has fruits on the cover. I'll pop a picture here. And I feel like that'll work if you're looking for a book. I don't own this book personally, so I'm not going to pick this. But let's peruse my shelves, shall we? Let's see what comes up. Hello. These are my shelves. Let's find a book with fruit on the cover. I don't know if I have any. I'm going to look at my contemporary romances first and see what we're dealing with. First up, Wildfire by Hannah Grace. No fruit. Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. Oh no, no fruit. Butcher and Blackbird. Fruit, please. Any type of fruit? No fruit. So nothing on my romance shelf. Let's look at my fantasy romance section. First of all, I don't know why Cursebound and Feybound is here. They are not fantasy romance. But I need to read Cursebound, which is the second book to Feybound, and I don't see any fruit. What about Inside the Dust Jacket? No dice. Serpent and Wings of Night. Is that fruit? I can't tell if that is fruit or not, but I feel like that's like blueberries or something. You know what? We're gonna keep this here as an option. Oh my god, this is hard. And this is the first prompt that we're getting. Ooh, Bewitched. I think it's a fruit. You tell me. What do you think? I think that is a fruit. I'll keep it in the pile of possibilities. All right, so these two so far don't even know if those are fruits yet. So let me check my fantasy shelves to see if there's anything else. All right, first book I pick up, Bear the Nightingale. I'm pretty sure that's fruit. So let's keep it here in the pile. Jesus Christ. Hello, am I popular? Oh my god. So I decided to look at my library book that I got from the library, and I got Lore Olympus Volume 7 out. Look what she's holding. It's a pomegranate. All right, I think this might be the winner. But let's look at our options again. I am sweating, but for books that have fruit on the cover, let's review. Serpent and the Wings of Night. I'm pretty sure that is a blueberry, so that's an option. And then we have Bewitched, which again, I'm pretty sure those are berries, so that will be another option. Bear and the Nightingale, I'm not quite in the mood for this, so this won't be an option. And then we got Lore Olympus, which I think this might be the winner. I'm trying not to start so many series, so Lore Olympus might be the winner, but I'm gonna put down Serpent in the Wings and I Bewitched as well. Okay, now that we've done elemental studies, our next prompt for healer is alchemy, and that is for both healer and beastmaster. So let's do a blue and a green. So the prompt for alchemy is all capitals book title. I feel like that's all right to search. I guess we'll see. So first off, with our pile already here, we have Bewitched and also The Serpent and the Wings of Night, all in caps, so that would also work. I also just realized that I probably should factor in my April TBR. That'll be a good idea. I actually don't really have an April TBR because I haven't finished March's. Obviously, we're in the mid-month of March, so I don't exactly know what's going to be in April, but I definitely know the third and or fourth book of The Faithful and the Fallen by John Gwynne will be in it, and I don't think it has an all caps title. No, it does not. And I don't know what my Fable book club pick is going to be just yet, so we'll leave that to the side for now. And that's pretty much it for April, honestly. Just whatever I don't read in March will be carried over in April. So let's not factor in my April TBR because I don't know it yet. So these two are possibilities for all capitals book titles. So also let's peruse my shelves to see if I'm in the mood for anything else. I have immediately found one, which is Cursebound. I definitely want to get to this very, very soon. So this is going to the top of the possibilities. I also want to start the Book of Azrael series by Amber V. Nicole. That is also going in the possibility pile. And another one for fun, I don't know if I will get to it, but Blood and Steel by Helen Scher, I also want to kind of get to. But I think I will start with Book of Azrael first, but this also counts because it's all caps. This one is actually easy because there's quite a few all capital books on my shelf, but I think I will stick with these four. So we got Serpent in the Wings that I Bewitched, Cursebound, and then Book of Azrael. I will definitely be prioritizing these two because I really want to read these two. So we'll see if I'm in the mood for these instead of these then, but it's probably one of these two. So I'm gonna put my hair up because it's extremely hot, but it's very cute. So the next prompt is Inscription, and that is just for healer calling. And the prompt is first sentence challenge, try 3, pick the best. So I think what I'll do is I will try Cursebound and Book of Azrael for sure, because I definitely think I'm going to put this in my April TBR. And then we'll pick one more and then we'll read the first sentences. I am going to pick Kavitri by Aman J. Betty. This was sent to me by the lovely author. Thank you so much, Aman. And he is Melbourne based where I am from. And I'm pretty sure the second book also just came out. So I kind of want to get to it as well. And this is a YA fantasy that is Southeast Asian inspired fantasy. Always on the lookout for these. So these are the 3 books. Kavitri, Cursebound, and Book of Azrael. So let me read the first sentence of the Book of Azrael, which has been so kindly sent by my good friend Abby for my birthday. I think it was last year, I want to say. So thank you so much, my sweetheart Abby. All right. First sentence. Seriously, you're supposed to be these ancient warriors feared by all, and you flinch? The worst part hasn't even happened yet. Yes. I love the sass. Okay. I know a lot of people really love Book of Azrael, and I can see. Only the first sentence, and I'm there. Cursebound is a sequel to Feybound, and I think, you know what, I'm gonna pick a different book because I already know the writing style. I know what I'm in store for, so let's pick a different book actually. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm very much in the fantasy romance mood, so I think I'm gonna go with Quicksilver by Kelly Hart. The first sentence of this is, you know, there's really no need for all this violence. Is there? Okay. Good for sentence. Third and final one, Copy 3. Fun fact, I'm actually supposed to buddy read this with Abby as well. So it'd be convenient if this is on the Magical Readathon TBR. First sentence is, the last train of the day was late. Not the best, but I think what I'm going to pick is probably Book of Azrael, honestly. So I have to pick one for this prompt. So I'm gonna put Book of Azrael in case I've already read this. Then I'll put Quicksilver on there. And then lastly would be Copy 3. I'm sorry. Nothing against the book. It's just the prompt. All right. Next prompt for healer is Restoration, which coincides with Beastmaster's Restoration. So the prompt for Restoration is book with a 4+ star average rating. Now this is going to be difficult because I don't use Goodreads. I use Storygraph. So I guess we'll use Storygraph for this. So let me pick 3 books for this, and then we'll look up the average rating for it, and then we'll rank them. Okay, I don't have these books with me, or I don't have them yet. So I'm gonna pick Ruin by John Gwynne, which is the 3rd book in the Faithful and the Fallen series. And then I'm gonna pick Magnolia Park's book 3. I wanna say Long Way, no, that's a Spider-Man movie. This Magnolia Park's book. And then I'm gonna pick Fireborn by Rosario Munda. I don't know if I'm gonna get to it this month. Maybe I'll get to it next month, so I'll put that on there tentatively. So Ruin has a 4.5 average rating. That is pretty cool. Also, if I do finish Ruin, I will go for Wrath, and Wrath also has a 4.5 rating, so we'll put those two on the possibilities. Oh my god, I was right. Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home. Cool. So this one has a 4.3, which is second to Ruin and Wrath. And then we have Fireborn by Rosario Munda, and that is 3.98. So Fireborn doesn't work because it is not 4+ average rating. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put Quicksilver on there and see what is the average rating. All right, 4.32. Perfect. So the winner for this is Ruin or Wrath, which is great because I'm going to read it anyway. So it'll go Ruin, Wrath, and then Quicksilver, and then Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home. All right, so that's all for healer. So let's look at Beastmaster. The only one left is Animal Studies, which is our last prompt for this adventure. And Animal Studies is steal a book from another TBR. So can't do that just yet because everyone's TBRs are not up, but I thought, you know what, let's look at 25 for 25 for 25, is that how we say it? Anyway, 25 to 25 TBR videos. So I'm gonna have a look, and then I'll present you 3 options. Okay, so I watched Emmy's video, as you saw. I watched Jan's video, as you saw, and Larry's video. Those are some of my favorite creators. If you're not following them, you should. The books that they talked about, Emmy talked about Legendborn. Actually, let me go get it. She talked about Legendborn by Tracy Dion. I believe the 3rd book has just come out. So I am ready to read this YA fantasy Arthurian myth retelling, which is one of my favorites. So this is definitely on the dock as a possibility. And then Jan recommended it was on our TBR, King of Envy by Anna Huang. I've already pre-ordered this on my Kindle, I believe. So it's gonna come in when it comes in April. So I thought this might be a good possibility. This is a romance series, interconnected standalones, and this is, I guess, the 5th book, I want to say, and I can't remember who it follows. Actually, no, it follows one of the characters that is like a mafia king or like a mafia guy. I feel like he's in the mafia, and he is entered in a marriage of convenience, I believe. One of my favorite tropes. So excited to read this. Her Kings of Sin series is not my favorite. The Twisted series is. And then Larry's TBR had Book of Azrael by Amber V. Nicole. So this is also going on the pile of possibilities. If I haven't read this book for any of these prompts, so I'll go ahead and pick this up as one of the options. I really want to read this, guys. Yeah. This is a adult fantasy romance that is kind of like Crescent City urban fantasy, and I'm not sure what it's about, but our main female character is giving Bryce energy. Love Bryce in the 1st book. Let's not talk about the others. So this is definitely one of the options as well. So I actually don't know how to count. I am editing this right now and I'm like, 5, that doesn't seem right. I'm not right. It's actually 6 prompts, therefore 6 books. So our 6th and final prompt is lore for B study. And for lore, the prompt is musical term in title, song, note, etc. I feel like this is going to be a bit hard because I can't think anything from the top of my head. So let's look at the shelves. I feel like maybe breath is a musical term. No, it's a very far stretch. I won't even do that. My God, I don't have anything on here. I have to branch out and see my spreadsheet and then get back to you because I don't know. Okay, so I went through my spreadsheet of all the books that I own physically and on Kindle, and then I went through my Kindle Unlimited list on Amazon. So here's what I came up with. First, we have Song of the Mark by S.M. Gaither. Song in the title. I feel like it'll work. This is a first book to a fantasy romance series that I had my eye on, and I do have the whole series on Kindle. If I'm in the mood for this, I might pick this. And then my second option is Country Haven. This one I bought during a Stuff Your Kindle book sale that Amazon was having, and it was for free. And I thought this sounded interesting. This one is a contemporary romance. It's set in a small town. I'm guessing it's kind of like a country rock singer type of romance, which I thought it sounded interesting. So definitely will consider this book if I'm in the mood for like a contemporary romance. This sun is really sunning. That's sort of better. Let's keep this going. So my third option is The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. If I feel like destroying myself, then I'll probably pick this. This is a, I guess, Greek retelling of Achilles and Patroclus. It's a tragic love story, honestly, so I don't know if I want to get into this, but this is an option. This is on my physical TBR. I don't have it physically, but I do own it. And the last option, which is probably the one I might read, honestly, because I'm very much in the fantasy romance mood at the moment, and that is Riftborn by Parker Lennox and Bree Greenwich. This is a first book in a trilogy. I've heard good things from Rachel Ravenhead Reader, Tori from Tori Between Pages, and I want to say Emmy from Emmy Reads as well. They all really liked it and enjoyed it. So I want to give this a try and see. It's on Kindle Unlimited. And like I said, it's a fantasy romance, enemies to lovers, strong female friendship. That's a good buzzword. The magic system is heavily inspired by X-Men. Count me in. And it's for fans for A Faked Inked in Blood by Danielle L. Jensen and Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Both I really enjoyed. So I think this is going to be a fun time. Maybe a hit for me. We'll see. I'm pretty sure the second book just came out too. Yes, it just came out. So if I want to continue, I can. So that is the last prompt for my magical readathon TBR. Now back to past me. Also, I just remembered we need to pick the dragon riding license books. So read 2 books with dragons. I'm gonna pick Fireborn by Rosaria Munda and also Dragonfall by L.R. Lamb. That would be good. And if any of these books that I've mentioned has dragons, that will definitely be going in replacement of Dragonfall. Fireborn, I think definitely I'll read it. So that, and then watch a movie or show with dragon. I'm gonna watch House of the Dragon. So these are the piles of possibilities for the Magic Readathon. It's a lot, I know, but I'm gonna pick one for each prompt. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this weird vlog where you come and pick my magical TBR with me. I hope you had a good time picking your magical readathon TBR, and I can't wait for April 1st. I will be trying to vlog the whole month of September so you can find out what books I ended up reading for each prompt, so look forward to that. And again, please check out G's announcement video and guide to the magical readathon if you want to join. I highly recommend it. Literally my favorite readathon of all time. Let me know in the comments what calling/career that you've picked if you're joining. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!